Done. Alrighty, waiting for the stream to show up. Hang on. Let's see here. Audio good? Hang on. Let's see here. Audio good? Yep. Alrighty. Gotta copy this link and send it to the loyal fan base. Okay. Doot. Send this over to Matt as well. Doot. Send this over to Peyton. Doot. Send this over to Ant for good measure. Alrighty. And then I'll put this in the self-promo tab. Ha-boink! Alrighty! Let's try and make some big progress here, because I kind of need to get through this, hopefully before Monday, meaning I got 2 days to finish this game. Alright. I don't need to warm up this time, I'm just gonna get straight into it. April 6th, 12:10 p.m., Big Building, Plaza. Just gonna quickly pull up the stream on the side so I have the chat there, should I need it. Okay. Just gonna quickly pull up the stream. Good. And then have the guide right here. Got it. Alright, here we are. Ready? On 3. Just follow my lead, you'll be fine, okay? What exactly are you talking about? Even in the depths of night. God, I love her so much. God, see, this is why I love Kay. Seriously, this is... Ow! My lamp. That's way too bright. There. Ow! Didn't need to be blinded this early in the morning. Well, afternoon, but whatever. Hey, your turn. Keep up, will you? Why are you making me do this? Because the great thief Yatagarasu just arrived at the scene of the crime, dummy! See, she even does the Lin thing. Even does the Lin thing, calling people dummy. How's we supposed to know that if we don't announce her appearance? You may be a thief, but I most certainly am not. Ah, fine, I'll do it on my own. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on this world's blights. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu. I'm very much aware of who you are, thank you. Now shall we get on with this investigation? You're no fun at all. We don't have time for fun. We have less than 2 hours, in fact. We better get started. Alright, we have the photo. Let's show it to a few people, see if it jogs any memories. Begin investigation. Big Building, Plaza. So first we talk with Will. Oh, funny that he's in this game. I actually forgot he's here. Oh, frick. I'll have to give him just a generic big guy voice. Oh, hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Long time no see. Wait, you're... This is Will Powers. He's an action star I met on an old case. He's also the man behind the mask of the one and only Steel Samurai. Long time no see indeed. Nice to meet you. I'm Kay Faraday, great thief. Miss Edgeworth has been working as my assistant. Good to meet you. But thief? Mr. Edgeworth has been assisting a thief? Let's not worry about that for now. We'd like to ask you about what happened this morning, if that's all right. Sure. I don't know if I can be much help to you, but sure. So he'll be one of Sean's work colleagues. I guess we better just dive right in. I heard you were investigating this one, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, yes. But I'm not the prosecutor in charge, of course. But if your Kay is your assistant, I guess this is her case? No, that's simply... I can see you're an intelligent man! You're right, of course! I'm in charge of this one! Don't encourage her. Alright, I need to give me straight answers. First of all, this case, have you noticed anything weird? I mean, perhaps give me your impressions. Is that supposed to sound like me? My impressions? Well, I guess my main concern is, no offense to the victim and all, but... Is it all over for the production? Are we done? I can't help but worry. I think it's probably safe to assume that you are. At least for now. Right. I knew it. What a bummer. Wouldn't have the location for much longer either. Because you were due to finish shooting soon? No, because they're due to start building. That lot won't be empty for long. They were letting us use it while they got ready to make a start. I guess the plan was to shoot the rest on a lot back at Global Studios. I've been so worried about everything. With people spreading all these rumors, too. Rumors? Yeah, this journalist keeps coming around. Y'all been hiding real monsters on that there set of yours. Y'all can't do that till I'm gonna expose y'all. She's always saying stuff like that. I think I know exactly who this journalist might be. Well, I think we all do too, Edgy. Yeah, the photographer, right? I thought you maybe knew her. But you're not, are you? Hiding real monsters, I mean. Are you kidding? If they had real monsters to call on, I'd be out of a job. So, you've all been working hard on the movie? Yeah, it's the first time I've been on a reboot of an old series. This one's been a real challenge for me and everybody else over at Global Studios. If only they put this kind of energy into making a new Steel Samurai show or something. See, that's I am, Capcom! Give me Mega Man, damn it! Stop stalling! Stop giving me Resident Evil! Anyways, also, Ace Attorney 7. Just, I know in this community we've been joking about that for years now, but god damn it, give us this game! Seriously, this statement has aged like fine wine. What role are you playing in this one? Me? I'm Torosaurus himself! No way! You're the star then! Not quite. I'm in a costume, see? My face won't ever appear on screen. Really? Still, that's pretty amazing. I wish I could wear a costume like that. Hey, do you think I could try it on sometime? I'll settle for just climbing inside one of the horns. What? I'd love to say yes, but that's not how it works. You can't really climb inside that part. Oh, I get it. Because I'm an outsider, right? That's not the issue at all here, Kay. Okay, Sean is up next. Can I ask you a couple of questions about Sean? Sean? Oh, sure. Penny told me what happened. He just disappeared, right? Yeah, that sounds like him. Does he do that a lot? Yeah, kinda. If we take 5 mid-shoot, you look around sometimes and he's just poof, gone. Do you have any idea where he might have headed off to? Sorry, I don't. I did see him leaving the set, though. Huh? You did? And where was he headed? He got on the site bus. But I was checking some equipment over by the time I looked back up, and he was gone. The site bus? I wonder if he left any clues behind. Do you mind if we take a look inside the bus, Mr. Powers? Oh, sure. You have an excuse... Blah. Oh, sure. You'll have to excuse the mess, though. Alright, let's see what we can find. Okay, so we got all that talked about. Then we speak with the officer. A very good day to you, Prosecutor Edgeworth, sir. Huh? I'm not a prosecutor anymore. Well, he doesn't need to know that, I guess. A good day to you too, officer. Can I ask why you've been posted here? Me? Oh, I'm just keeping an eye on things. Excellent. Then perhaps you can tell me if any vehicles have come in or out of here since this morning? None except the taxi and the blue truck over there, sir. Only 2 vehicles have come in or out. That could be useful to know. Okay, then we check, let's see now, the blue truck to the right. Oh, not the logic button. No. Blah. Truck. You in there? No sign of him here either. Quick audio check. You in there? No sign of him. Wait. No, not the logic button. No. Blah. Truck. You in there? Oh, there was a little stream lag there. Uh-oh. I'm gonna hope that doesn't mess things up too much. Okay, it's still fine. Kind of thought that basket on the back of the truck there looked suspicious. Well, she's not wrong. It does look a little suspicious. Huh? What are you doing, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck? The engine's cold, which means it's been here for a while. No way! You can tell just from that? And if it's been parked here a while, I guess the driver might not be nearby either. We don't really have time to stand around waiting until they get back. Well, fair enough. So there's a truck there. Next we move over to the white van to the left. Where would Sean have been sitting? Sean? Oh, that's his seat with the backpack on it. There's something poking out of it. A videotape? Huh? We use these when we're shooting. Why would Sean have one? Was this something he wanted to record? This could be a clue. Do you have a way for us to check what's on the tape? Oh, sure. There's a couple of monitors set up right over there. Alright, hitting play. It's Sean. Is he rehearsing his lines? Sean was there on his own running his lines. There's a clearly visible footprint right there, which means these must be from last night. Yeah, he does this sometimes. When he's not happy with the scene, he borrows the equipment and goes over it on his own time. Wow, he's really dedicated, huh? Sure is. He may be young, but he takes his craft seriously. You gotta admire it. Well... Hello, Peyton! Well, that part of it at least. The using the kit without asking part? Not so much. And he would have been able to use the equipment all on his own? Sure, if all I wanted to do was shoot something pretty basic. Huh? What is it, Kay? Where did Sean go? He ran off somewhere. And just left the camera running? It stopped. I guess he ran out of tape. So that's all that's on there? Sean's rehearsal? Interesting. Alright, don't worry. I'll come up with comics soon. I could have done my Satsukiko comic. I could have done that, but that voice isn't really for anyone I'm going to be using here. Okay. Next, examine the filming equipment near the thing. There's an array of filming equipment here. Are you getting ready to shoot something? No, nothing scheduled for today at this location. It's just a case has gone missing. A case? What is he talking about? Yeah, all that stuff there is normally stored inside a large case. But I looked away for 5 minutes, and it's wandered off somewhere. Sounds like there's a thief around here. What exactly was taken? Just the case, as far as I can tell. Interesting, so just the case for all these equipment. Why only take that? I would have been more interested in what was inside it myself. I guess whoever took it must have needed the case more than its contents. Did they need to put something in it? Okay, next we speak with Olada's around here somewhere? Wait, no, she's not. Wait a minute. Wait, no, she's not. Hang on. Yeah, she's literally not here. What are they talking about? Wait. Speak of the man in the taxi. Oh.
Oh, hey there, pal. Why the long face, huh? Ever think you ought to maybe lighten up a little?
Did you take on any passengers here this morning?
Does the witch wear a pointy hat? You bet I did. Just the one fare, mind you.
And who was the passenger?
It was two guys, had these black suits. Real sharp looking.
Did they have a boy with them? This boy?
Nah. Like I said, it was just the two of them.
Alright, never mind. Thank you for your help. I thought we might be onto something there, but no luck. It's past midday already. You think Judge Gavelle and the others are doing okay? I'm not sure. How long is it realistically possible to drag out proceedings, I wonder? We have to find Sean! Indeed, we do. Ah, heck! Not like that, dang it! Oh, these two. God, I gotta get two southern accents. How do you think we're gonna get us a scoop like that? Sorry, Chief, my bad. How many times do I gotta say it? We're scoop friends, wild critters that survive off scoops and scoops alone. Every second we ain't scooping, we're starving. It's scoop or die out here. Yes, Chief. I have to remember my my Tabby Lloyd voice. It's been so long since case one. Well, look who it is. Although I can't help but wish it wasn't. When did those two get here? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. We should go talk to them. Should we? Fine. Okay, we start with Lotta, it seems. Miss Lloyd calls you Chief, doesn't she? Sure does, because that's exactly what I am. She's my #1 cub reporter. Seems my unique brand of shutterbugging caught her eye, so she came to me and learned the trade. She may be scribbling, not a snapper, but the both of us are hungry for scoop... This is a very hard voice to keep up, by the way. For scoop soup 24/7. And besides, who doesn't want to be called Chief, right? Miss Hart's pictures were what drew Miss Lloyd to her. I suppose it's no surprise that this particular chief attracted an apprentice with such unique tastes. Sure, she didn't score no big stories just yet, but she's hungry. Boy, is she hungrier than me, even. And she wants the Torsource exclusive batter and a coyote wants a chicken. She's been turning this place upside down all day looking for leads. She has? Maybe she knows something about the kidnapping. I think we should ask her. Don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Agreed. We need all the help we can get if we're going to find Sean. But I can think of one piece of evidence that might encourage her to tell us what we need to know. Hold on. Do we present... Oh, not yet. Behind the scenes photo. No offense and all, but if you're trying to reel me in here, y'all better have some tasty bait on that hook, by which I mean scoops, and plenty of them. She didn't seem interested in that at all. Okay, so that wasn't it. Well, let's talk about the other one then. So, now that the story of the underground auction is in the bag, what's next? Come on, as if you even need to ask. Torosaurus, that's what. Faked on, dropped him right in my dang lap, snuck it upstairs to cover the auction. And then he shows up right on the doorstep and stomps his big old footprints everywhere for good measure. And do you have a particular news outlet in mind for this big scoop? Huh, does a bear do its business in the woods? He got me 2 or 3 in mind. They'll be all over this like a rash. Heck, there's even one right behind here in the big building. Telling me we're in and out of there all the time. I mean, mostly on account of how fond they seem to be throwing us out of the ears, but still. It sounds as if they're both more out than in. Okay, then we talk to Tabby. God, I gotta remember like the southern accent voice I gave her. Wow, if ain't my good friends Ruffles. Good to see y'all again. And you, Miss Lloyd, but how come you're here, and if you don't mind me asking? Miss Lloyd, the accusation of murder made against you was of course entirely groundless. But the fact remains that you were a willing participant in the staged assassination attempt. The police will no doubt wish to speak with you about the matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions. Well, that kinda dropped the whole case out of nowhere. Packed me up and shipped me home without so much as a slap on the wrist. Guess it was their way of saying, you keep up the good work now. They did seem kinda keen to get me to never ever mention the whole thing ever again, though. Yes, because you weren't part of the official story of the attempt on the president's life. And they can't afford to have you get in the way of that. But Mr. Edgeworth, telling Tabby not to talk is like trying to stop a dam from busting with a piece of tape. That's actually a good analogy now that I think about it. Not exactly the most delicate way of putting it. Wrote up the whole thing, of course. Every last detail, plus a few of my own. Handed it into the paper, hopes high and all. But, oh, nothing. Not a peep. Was somebody putting pressure on them? Or were the details you added a little too gratuitous, perhaps? Both seem equally plausible, unfortunately. Okay, I gotta get some water really quickly. Water break! Okay, I am back. Just gonna real quickly recheck the audio. Yep, audio's good. Okay. Now we speak with Tabby. What are you doing here at the big building? Are you reporting on something? Hey, maybe I didn't make this clear enough the first time we met. But you want to report to scratch your back, you gotta scratch his first, if you catch my meaning. You mean you want me to give you something you can use for an article? Bingo! And it better be good! Because if it ain't, this conversation's over. We do need to know about what might have happened to Sean. Perhaps I could show a piece of evidence and see if she has anything to give me in return. Behind-the-scenes photo. Miss Lloyd, this picture. Say no more, Ruffles. I already know what you're gonna ask. Huh? You do? You're looking for him, right? The kid. What? You just can't get off him under the drama, huh? Wherever he goes, the bodies follow. Miles Edgeworth, trouble magnet. Pretty much sums you up, right? Is my reputation really so sordid? And now, you done got yourself wrapped up in a kidnapping too. Crazy. Huh? How do you know about that? Shh, pipe down, will ya? Can't be talking about this stuff too loud. I ain't even told the chief about it. Gotta keep it on the down low, okay? This ain't a cat I want out of the bag just yet. Seriously, how do you know about it? Surely Judge Gavelle hasn't told anybody except us. I bet you just love to know, wouldn't you? Well, you can't. It's a secret. She's as stubborn as ever, it seems. Hey, quit staring at me like that. I ain't sharing none with that thundercloud of a face. So, you know something, right? Sure do. Truth is, I done saw it. Little kid being bundled off by two shady characters in black suits. What? Do you know where they went? Nope, don't got a clue. He was kind of far away when I spotted him. Lost sight pretty quickly. Dang it! Still, at least we know something about our kidnappers now. Yes, two men in black. Oh, so we've seen, I see Edgeworth. I see, you've seen Agent J and K. Good to know. Not a very funny joke, I know. Okay, so now that we've done that, whoop. Now we examine, there's a motorcycle? Wait a minute. Oh no, we logic first. Two men in black. So we've learned a little something about the kidnappers. Miss Lloyd saw two men taking Sean away. And the taxi driver remembers giving two similar looking men a ride. They must be the same people, right? I'd say it's a distinct possibility, yes. But there's one thing that doesn't make any sense. The taxi driver said specifically that these two men didn't have a child with them. Oh yeah, that is weird. Next we do stolen case. And... wait. Stolen case and no Sean, yeah. Could it be the kidnappers who stole the case? Wait! You mean... yes, what if they put Sean inside of it? He's little enough that he'd fit, I guess. So, the reason the taxi driver didn't see him might be that he was loaded into the truck as baggage. But why do they need to hide him? I imagine they might not have planned to originally. But they didn't count on there being a police presence here in the plaza. Right, that makes sense. They didn't want the officer on duty to see them going off with Sean. So they took a rather drastic measure. That must be it. All right, let's go see what the taxi driver can tell us. The two men you told us about, did they have any baggage with them?
Boy, did they! A giant case. Wasn't easy getting that thing into the trunk, I tell ya.
That settles it. That must have been the kidnappers. Where did you take these two men, if you don't mind me asking?
Look, I can see this is important. How about I give you a ride there?
That's a great idea. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, thank you.
My pleasure, folks.
See, that is a good Uber driver right there. He understands when something is important. Good on you, ride delivery service. But also bad on you for being involved in a kidnapping. Shame! Anyways, April 6th, 12:57 p.m. Location unknown. Audio check.
12:57 p.m.
Audio's good, okay. Did he have to drive that fast? Feel kind of queasy. Are you okay, Mr. Edgeworth? You look a little green yourself. I'm fine. The driver said he took the men to the garage of this house right here. Which means this must be where they brought the case. No way! Look at the name on the mailbox. What? Excelsius Winner? This must be that chairman guy's house. What? Excelsius Winner ordered Sean's kidnapping? Isn't he currently under arrest? Nice! The garage door is unlocked! You spotted that quickly, although I guess I probably shouldn't be surprised. Uh-oh. The plot thickens! I gotta blow my nose, 1 second. Okay, I backo again. So, Looks like Excelsius is still having a few Glad you like the images. Oh, no worries, man. No worries. Excelsius is still having... Hang on. Audio check. Sorry. Hang on. Okay, still good. It smells of engine oil in here. I guess Winner Senior must be something of a motorhead. Anybody home? No? Anybody? What are we, Kay? Common house thieves? You take that back! We're great thieves! And don't let me ever hear you say different! Have some self-respect, Mr. Edgeworth! She didn't like that at all, now did she? Anyway, it seems nobody's around, which hopefully means we're not at risk of being arrested. Don't let your guard down yet. We're only just getting started here. Now, let's find us some treasures. Aren't we supposed to be looking for Sean? First we examine the motorcycle. No way! This bike is super cool! There's even a skull over the headlight. I suppose it's designed so that the eyes light up when you turn it on. Really? Wow. I bet it's still nothing compared to when you get that steely glint in your eyes. Oh my gosh, Kay. I love her so much. She's so entertaining. My eyes don't actually light up, Kay. I mean, hey, they might. You never know. Then we examine the gloves and tools on the floor. Look, a treasure! These are mechanics gloves. They're designed to be worn when fixing vehicles or working with machines. They're covered in oil that looks like it must be from a machine too. That's the thing, bro! I based so much of Lynn's behavior off of Kay's antics. I literally based so much of her, like, wacky, zappy antics. This is where the inspiration came from! They're covered in oil that looks like it must be from a machine, too. And strangely, dirt. An awful lot of dirt. I doubt they would have gotten like that from motorcycle maintenance. What cave is it again? Absolutely she would. If she knew that there was a magic guild, do you really think she wouldn't visit it? Kay'd be like, oh my gosh, I can show off the powers of the great thief Yannicka Ross. She would! She would! Anyways. I doubt they would have gotten like that from mere motorcycle maintenance. I hate the guy, but I have to admit, I like his gloves a lot. Okay. You think we can maybe come up with a good excuse to, borrow them? I was about to take them into evidence, but now I'm not so sure that's a good idea. Okay. Next we examine the green case. I think we know what this is. Yes, this has to be it. The equipment case that Mr. Powers told us was stolen. They folded little Sean up, packed him in there, and shipped him all the way here, huh? He's a boy, Kay, not a piece of equipment. And it's possible that he's still here. Then we better find him! My reputation as a great thief is riding on this, and yours as my assistant! Sure it is. Okay, then what else do we examine? Then we examine the tools on the wall, okay. Shovel. There's a sledgehammer, a shovel, and a bunch of other heavy-duty tools here. That thing makes Judge Cavell's hammer look puny. If I ever become a judge, I'm getting one like this. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm so glad you're back. I'm so glad she's back to her old self, man. I doubt you make yourself very popular swinging one of those around in a courtroom. Really? Fine. What if I swung that shovel around instead? I love it. It's too funny, dude. Then it wouldn't be a courtroom, it'd be a circus. Promise me you won't do that. Huh? There's somebody in the back. I was like, there's somebody in the back there. Thud, thunk. Clatter. Sean, is that you? Sean, stay right there, we're coming! Huh? But that's... Oh! But, Mr. Winner? What? What's he doing here? Wait, this is Chairman Winner's house, right? Which means... Yes, it's Mr. Winner's home too, presumably. So how did he wind up like this? Untie him, Kay, quickly. A little experiment rope work, huh? Leave it to me. All right, like this, and this through here, and you're free. Are you okay, Eustace? God, the poor kid, dude. This day has been bad for him. He looks like he's been through hell. How did you come to be tied up down there?
I don't know! You found me! Why don't you tell me?
Because we don't know, which is why we're asking. God, the poor kid. I actually feel bad for him here. I'm not sure you're gonna be able to get much out of him like this. No, in which case, there's only one thing for it. Wait, you mean? I hate to beat a man while he's down, but it might be the only way. Are you sure? Look, don't go too hard on him, okay? You might push him over the edge. Understood. I'll tread carefully, I promise. Here's the funny thing about this, this mine chest right here. I believe this is the last mine chest in the entire game. Ironically. Though I can't promise I'll be very good at it. I've never held back against my opponents before, after all. Oh my gosh. No, get ready for this, guys. This is unironically one of the most mean-spirited things in Ace Attorney right here. Okay, not the most mean-spirited. You can't get much more mean than Excelsius disowning his own son, but still pretty mean-spirited. Even if it's not, you know, to that extent. The last time we saw him, he was running out of the courtroom. How did he wind up here?
You don't understand! You don't know what it's like being me!
He's been through a lot. It's going to be hard to know what might cause him to lose control. In which case, I guess I may just have to quietly listen to what he has to say.
Why me? Why am I always the last one to know? The butt of every joke!
He clearly has questions. I have to do my best to try and answer them. But he's also clearly in no fit state for this. I'll need to try and finish this quickly. I should figure out what he needs to hear and try to calm him down. So here is the thing. Mind chess, commence! I've noticed something over the short time we've known one another, Eustace. You're utterly worthless. Don't you think you should just start over? Try to learn to be a decent human being from scratch?
You!
Calm down, I'm not done yet.
I don't care! I don't hear what you have to say! I don't want to hear what anybody has to say!
I pushed him too far. You get an achievement for this!
Why don't you just leave me alone? You think I'm gonna trust you? I don't trust anybody anymore!
Curses! You literally get an achievement for doing that, by the way! You literally get an achievement for doing that! It's so mean-spirited! Literally, the guy tells you to do it because there's an achievement for it! Oh my gosh, Capcom, why do you make me do this? It's like losing to Glass Joe and Punch-Out Wii for the freaking achievement there! Anyways. Okay, for real this time. I can't give up just yet. I just have to keep after him. All right, once more onto the breach. Okay. Just take a deep breath and tell me what's on your mind, Eustace.
No!
Well, getting caught 5 times an achievement.
No! I will not! Even if I did, it's not like you'd listen to me! What is this? Why is you shouting objection? You always shout objection! What? You're really going to listen to me?
Learning the truth about your father can't have been easy. I can only sympathize.
That wasn't the hard part! The hard part was losing everything I had in one single morning! Everything I thought I worked for, it was all a lie. Dad just made it happen. So tell me, Edgeworth, what am I supposed to believe in now?
You can lose faith in everything but yourself. That you still have to believe in. But you don't have to do it alone. Experience I can't give you. But knowledge, that I'm happy to offer.
I had some time to think while I was tied up like that, and I realized something. I'm not cut out to be a prosecutor. I'm incompetent. I don't even know the right word.
I think the word you're looking for is incompetent. But judging one's own competence is notoriously difficult, so I need you to trust me on something. You're getting better at this, Eustace, day by day. Inch by inch, I swear it. Now, I need to ask you something. Will you help me out?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Well, first of all, thank you for calming down a little bit. Next, I want you to tell me about your kidnapping. I need you to be as detailed as possible, Eustace. Tell me everything you remember seeing and hearing. Why would somebody kidnap you only to take you back to your own house?
Don't you think I want to know that too? I'm the victim here. What are you asking me for? How am I supposed to know? They locked me up in that box, then locked me in here. I was scared. So scared.
And did you happen to overhear anything your kidnappers might have said?
I think one said, if you want to blame somebody, blame the guy who owns this house.
The owner of this house? That's your father, isn't it?
It is? I guess it is, huh? Oh, I get it. The kidnappers are people who hated my dad.
That's not it. At least not based on what else we know of the situation. But there was some kind of link between the kidnappers and Winner Sr. That could be a clue. Hang on. Next I do... Who were you kidnapped by? Do you have any idea who your kidnappers might have been?
No, of course I don't. If I did, I've told you already.
Time to deploy my clue. Your captor wanted you easily at hand, and where could be more convenient than one's own home? I hate to break it to you, Eustace, but the kidnapping was ordered by your father.
What? You don't think he wanted me out of the way? That he was going to kill me?
What good would that have done him? His own son dead in the family garage? He would have instantly become the prime suspect.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so why did he have me kidnapped?
Well, it won't have been for a ransom. Not his own son. That wouldn't make any sense. So his motive for the kidnapping must have been something else. This could be an important clue. Do you have any idea why somebody might have wanted to kidnap you?
What do you mean? Why does anybody kidnap anybody? For a ransom, right?
Time to deploy my clue. Why would somebody kidnap their own child if they were planning on demanding a ransom?
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Did anything odd happen during the kidnapping?
No, I just answered this stupid question and they grabbed me.
Their question? What did they ask you?
Eek! Stop glaring at me like that! What was it again? Oh yeah, they asked me if I knew Gavel.
Of course. Things are starting to fall into place now. Your father, his goal wasn't to kidnap you. He was out to kidnap Judge Gavel's son, Sean Fenn. Because he wanted to force her honor into declaring Wood and Laguerre not guilty.
Wait, Gavel has a son? And it was also Laguerre would be found not guilty?
I think you were mistaken for Sean, and that's why you were kidnapped.
What? You mean I went through all that by mistake? Wait, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, that would explain the part where...
Where what? Have you remembered something?
No, it's nothing. I'm nothing. I'm useless. Meaningless. Just go. Just leave me alone.
This isn't good. I think I've pushed him as far as he can reasonably be pushed. I have to calm him down and get him to tell me what it is he just remembered. Judging by his fragile demeanor, I say he's still suffering considerably. I need to help him get back on his feet. You remembered something just now. What was it?
I didn't remember anything. All I remember is him.
Him? You mean your father?
No! I didn't mean to bring him up. I'm nothing compared to him. I never made prosecutor if he didn't help me.
I've been wanting to ask you about that for some time. Why did you become a prosecutor?
What do you mean? You think it too, don't you? That I wasn't meant to be one? That I'm not good enough? Say something, will you?
You chose this path. Why? You must have had a reason.
It's not like that. There's no big reason behind it at all. The reason is stupid and dumb and not important. Like I said, it's stupid. It probably doesn't mean much to anybody except me.
I've often felt much the same about my own reasons for becoming a prosecutor.
Really? You have? But you're a real one. A good one. A success. Even my dad, the chairman of the committee, said so.
You wanted your father's approval. I can well understand that.
You can? I thought if I became the best prosecutor out there, he'd finally accept me for who I am. I just wanted to not be useless.
You're not covering for your father in any way, are you?
What? No, I won't cover for him ever again. I mean, why would I after what he's done?
You have a strong desire to be of use to him, so he'll approve of you. Is that fair to say?
I mean, why can't I be? Just once! Just once in my stupid life! Why can't I make it better? Why can't I clean his name?
It isn't possible to clean a name, Eustace, but you can clear one.
Huh? I never knew that.
In your father's case, though, it's going to be hard. His crimes continue as your kidnapping shows. Knowing that, do you still think you can help him?
But what else do I have? What else am I supposed to do?
Why don't you be the better man and rise above the father who made a fool out of you? Stare him straight in the eyes and stop him from committing any more crimes.
Hey, maybe you're right. I'll prove him wrong about me. I'll prove him wrong about everything.
That seems to have calmed him down again. Now, I just need to get him to tell me what happened to the evidence. Let's see if I can't give him the courage he'll need to stand up to his father. What's the connection between your father and Warden Lagarde?
Sorry, I don't know much about that.
You can't think of anything. Even the smallest morsel could be a valuable clue.
Oh, I think they maybe worked together once, and...
And what is it? What else have you remembered?
I think she got the job at the prison because my dad recommended her.
Interesting. And did he have any particular reason to recommend her?
I guess he thought since she was good at her job. Unlike me. I think they knew each other from back when he was chief prosecutor.
What was he like back then? Was he different at all?
Oh, he was amazing. There wasn't a piece of evidence he didn't know or a case file he hadn't read.
An intimate knowledge of cases and the evidence pertaining to them. That could be an important clue. Key piece of evidence from the Lagarde trial failed to make it to the courtroom. As the prosecutor in charge, they were your responsibility. Did you misplace them somehow?
No, that's not what happened. You haven't heard my side of the story.
And then we bide time.
I thought I was putting them in the safest place there was. But oh, what did I do? What did I do?
Seems he's drowning in his own self-doubt again. Guess I better send out a lifeboat and bring him in. I think I know what you thought would be the safest place possible. With your father, isn't that correct?
Ah! He told me to be safe with him. He said there was nowhere else safer.
Well, I'm afraid he betrayed your trust, and in the ugliest way possible.
So he got rid of it? Why, Dad? What were you thinking?
Your father wanted to obscure the truth in order to ensure that Warden Lagarde was declared innocent. There's no easy way to say this, Eustace. He used you.
Ah!
There's a chance the evidence is still in Chairman Winner's possession. And we still don't know where Sean is. We need to get back out there and find him.
It's all my fault. What do I do now?
I can't stand by and watch him like this. He's had a brutal collision with reality he never knew existed. I should ask him what he means to do now. Perhaps I can even help him figure that out. Doing a quick audio check. There's no way around it. The road ahead will be a hard one. But maybe this is fate, and maybe my job is to point him in the right direction. Do you mean to be like your father? To continue to ignore the truth?
Come on, give me a break, will you? Can't a guy get a glass of human kindness when he needs one?
Are you talking about the milk of human kindness? I'm afraid that's not quite how the phrase is used.
Huh? It's not?
Listen, talking with you like this, it's helpful for me too. There was a time when there were truths I didn't want to face up to either. But a good friend taught me the error of my ways.
That's nice. But I don't have anyone like that.
If you can muster the courage to try to find your feet again, I might be happy to help you.
You what?
But only if you really mean to try.
I don't want to be like my dad.
You want to be better than him, don't you? Yes, Eustace, I see it now. Hang on. Next we do... Do you mean to continue to work as being a prosecutor, Eustace?
I don't even want to think about that yet. After all, I only ever became one because of my dad. I probably shouldn't even think about carrying on, should I?
The only person who can answer that question is you.
Ah!
Only you can decide what path you choose to walk.
Then, I don't want to stop being a prosecutor. If I give up now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. I just know it.
So we intend to see this through. I'll bear that in mind. He's told me he wishes to be better than his father, and that he wishes to remain as a prosecutor. I take that to mean he wants to be a different kind of prosecutor than his father. That's the first important decision he's ever made for himself, and it tells us where he means to go next. So, what now, Eustace?
Well, first I'm gonna give the stupid jacket back. I don't deserve to wear it. My dad always said that clothes make you a man, but I'm no man.
It's clothes make the man, Eustace.
It is? Thanks, Edgeworth. I'm learning a lot from you today.
That's good to hear. Now, about the jacket. Why don't we make you into a prosecutor worthy of it?
All right, let's do it. Let's make it so nobody ever makes fun of me again. But how? How do I get there? Tell me, what do I need to do? I just don't know. I just don't know.
If only he'd remember his own words from a few minutes ago. The decision he made should serve as a good guide to what he should do next. You want to remain a prosecutor, but walk a different path from your father, correct? It won't be easy. But the path you have chosen is that of a true prosecutor. And now that you have chosen it, when the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. You're lucky. I myself still haven't quite decided what I want to do with my life. But you have, and it's a choice you made all on your own. What I want to do with my life. Now all you have to do is believe in yourself, and in the path you have chosen. Mistaken for Sean and kidnapped by his own father's underlings. And losing his belief in himself as a prosecutor after his father stole the evidence. He's been through so much in the span of a single day, more than I can imagine. Well, it took a little longer than I thought it would, but that's checkmate. Thank you, I'll take that back.
Mine chess. Checkmate. Whoosh.
No! Wow, I don't think I've ever seen him move so fast.
He's particularly speedy when it comes to running away from things, it seems.
April 6th, 1:15 p.m. Big building. Plaza.
Gah, we don't have much time left. I think we better check in with Fender. He wants an update on what we've discovered. And we need to know what's going on over at the courthouse.
But Eustace ran off, right? Isn't he supposed to be the prosecutor in charge?
We're just updating Fender. Nothing else will change. Francisco will continue for the prosecution.
Okay, is that really all right, though?
It's going to have to be. Like you say, Eustace, he completely ran off. Look, I hate to be a stickler for the details, but let's go over this just one more time, shall we? No murder weapon means no conclusive proof, means no conviction. That's all there is to it.
Objection!
That makes no sense. The lack of a murder weapon doesn't prove your client's innocence. Don't make me come down and whip it into you.
Eddie, darling, how much longer is this going to take? It's almost as if you're trying to drag this out for as long as possible.
Sorry, thieves. It's our friend the prosecutor over there. She's stubborn as a freaking mule. Then give me a satisfactory explanation. Or I'll just have to keep whipping you until you can. Seriously, I've only taken more licks than I've had birthdays. Come on, Miles. What's taking so long? Having to buy you some time and all, but I'm taking a beating here. Oh, sorry, G. This one's important. Mind if I take it? Fine. Fender. Miles Areno, boy, am I ever glad to hear your voice. How are things on your end? We found Eustace. Sweet! And the knife? And the chisel? Unfortunately, entrusted both to his father's care. Which means that Chairman Winner is the only person who knows where they are. Chairman Winner? But why would he... We're not quite sure of the specifics just yet. But we do know that Chairman Winner and Warden Lagarde have some sort of connection they'd rather others don't know about. Gotcha. Alright. Guess the next move will be to get Excelsius Winner on the stand. So that'll buy us a little more time at least. Sorry about that. Best to hear the deets from the proverbial horse's mouth, right? I'll keep looking for the missing evidence, and for Sean. Well, shake a leg, will you, big guy? Can't keep this one from going to the judges much longer. We're a gnat's whiskers away from a verdict here. Understood. I wonder just how long Judge Gavel's nerve can hold. This can't be easy for her. We need to hurry. How are things over at the courtroom of doom? They're going to call Chairman Winner to the stand. Who knows how that will go for them. Yeah, he's already stooped to evidence stealing and kidnapping. What else is he capable of? Exactly. Perhaps we should look over any evidence we have relating to him just in case it might help. Good idea. All right, leave it to me. Presenting a hot new piece of evidence fresh from the evidence oven. The gloves we found in his garage? Yes, I was thinking about those. Anything else? What about the case file from the I-7 incident? Chairman Winner was involved in that, right? Yes, he helped suppress the evidence. It's probably a good idea to have the notes on hand. Okay, good. Excellent. And do we have anything else? We sure do! Last but far from least, there's this! Your Yatagarasu pin, K.
I asked for evidence related to Chairman Winner. Can you please try and take this seriously?
Says the guy who spends his life presenting people with evidence that has nothing to do with anything.
That's different.
Wait, that's Eustace?
Huh? Hey, what are you doing here? Ah!
Rude? He totally ignored me. What was he doing in the big building, I wonder? Let's go inside and see if we can figure out what he was up to. Yes, good idea. Huh? The hatch is wide open. Maybe Eustace opened it. Interesting. More examinations. Did Eustace really come down here? Mr. Edgeworth, look! The safe, it's open! I guess maybe he did come down here. We better take a closer look. Okay, now we examine the safe. There's some stuff left in the safe! I think we better take a look, don't you? The owner will just have to forgive our prying. Oh, wait a minute! It's a document of some kind? Wait a minute! It's a document of some kind? Let's see. Yeah, a document. And there's a photo attached too. This picture, it's of... Whoa! That's Mr. Knight, right?
Name's Bronco Knight. I'm the president's personal bodyguard.
Why is there a picture of him in here? And what's this paperwork about? I'm not sure. Let's take a closer look.
You were right, darling. There was some sort of connection between Knight and Carnus. As you know, we've been trying to find out who Carnus plays his silly correspondence chess games with. Well, now we know. I'll be pulling Knight into my office for a thorough grilling tomorrow. And I'll make that worm admit he's Carnus's lackey if it's the last thing I do. So you do your bit too, and retrieve the package we laid to rest 12 years ago. I'm sure it's still right in front of the planter where we left it.
It seems to be some sort of report on Mr. Knight. Yeah, and it must be from right around the time he was killed. We know that Knight was killed while being interrogated in the prison warden's office. I think we can safely assume that this document was written by Fifi Lagarde, don't you? I'd say so. But who was it written for? Oh, I guess whoever owns the safe? And I'd say that's likely to be the auctioneer, Excelsius Winner himself. Proof that they really did know each other. Indeed. And not only that, it proves another connection. Huh? Lagarde and Winner were trying to flush out Mr. Carnus's henchmen. Oh, you mean Bodhidharma Carnus, right? The assassin guy with the soft spot for dogs? Yes, something links the three of them. Something they don't want anybody to know. But what? I don't know yet, but I suspect it has something to do with this case. The plot thickens! Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere that's connecting everything. See, this is what I really love about this game. Honestly, more than the first game. The first Investigations game, honestly, look, I know a lot of people out there don't like Investigations 1. I do. Honestly, I think Investigations 1 is better than the original Ace Attorney. I also think it's better than Justice for All. I also think it's better than Spirit of Justice. And I would tie it with Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Even so, I'm saying that this game is better than 3 of the Ace Attorney games. Like, say what you will about Investigations 1, you know, the smuggling ring plot is just kind of eh. I still think it's good, and it's a great prologue to this game. Okay. Wait! There's something else in here we've seen before. There's something on his finger. Let's take a closer look, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a ring, an expensive-looking one at that. Don't even think about it, Kay. What? I didn't say anything! Well, well, Mr. Knight. Your chest set and your ring are here, too. All your possessions in one place. So basically, the safe was full of evidence from the murder at the prison? It would seem so. which means the missing knife and chisel might be here too. Knife, chisel, knife, chisel. No dice. There's nothing else in here apart from Mr. Knight's stuff. Really? Curses. Knight may be dead.
And curse you, Edgeworth! Our game isn't over yet!
But he left unfinished business behind him. I think we need to find out what it was. Okay. Now we can go up the ladder. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go.
Could I interest you two in some cotton candy, perhaps? He's back! I have ice cream too, good sir, but if I recall correctly, you weren't much of a fan. You! Tequila! It's wonderful to see you looking so well, good Sir Edgeworth.
Well, what are you doing here?
It's just as I said. I'm selling cotton candy. Can I really not interest you in some? A pot in cloud, it's called. Very apt. Sweeter than death itself. And so delicious, you'll feel your part in the clouds en route to heaven.
He's the last person on Earth I'd ever accept candy from.
I was hoping to ask you about my little message, good sir. Did you manage to figure it out yet? Congratulations on another case solved, good Sir Edgeworth. Yet I can't truly say it's been fully resolved. Now can you?
Have you been watching us this whole time?
Watching you? No, I prefer to think I've been watching over you. The stand here really is the most marvelous little vantage point.
How are the two things any different? What does he want with us? The president's murder, was that you?
Oh no, my contract elapsed a little while ago. He was rather famous among us assassins, you know. The man no one could kill, notoriously stubborn despite multiple attempts over the years. And it wasn't just his brawn that kept him safe. He used bodyguards, body doubles, you name it.
It certainly wasn't his brawn that kept him safe. Sadly, this time his bodyguards were nowhere to be found. And after Mr. Rook died to save him, too.
As I said, it wasn't me. I do not kill without a good reason. Which is something else I have to be grateful to Mr. Rook for. Thanks to him, I avoided killing someone entirely unworthy of my attention.
Thanks to? What does that mean?
The person who hired me deliberately misled me as to the identity of my target. A betrayal of trust, for which I won't soon forgive them. That is why I'm currently doing all I can to track them down. And do you know what I think? I think you and I are looking for the same person.
Is he talking about whoever it was that killed the president? And who is this person, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, come now, good Sir Edgeworth. I can't tell you that. It's against the rules. Revealing the identity of a client is out of the question. I'd hardly stay in business long if people couldn't trust me now, would I? But that doesn't mean there's anything to stop me from catching up with them in my free time.
And what are you going to do when you find them?
Why, dish out a little justice for the betrayal I suffered, of course.
What? What are you saying? What's going to happen to them?
I think you can imagine.
Well, this hasn't exactly been a pleasant catch-up.
But I shouldn't leave you completely in the dark. There's something you ought to know, good Sir Edgeworth. Our mutual friend, Bodhihama Karnas. He escaped 3 days ago.
What?
Three nights ago, to be precise. His cell was simply empty. almost as if he knew I was coming to pay him a visit.
Wait, DeKillo went to visit Carnus in prison? Does that mean he's the person DeKillo is looking for?
Now, I'd better not take up any more of your time. We'll be seeing each other again soon, I'm sure. Let's both keep up the good work, shall we? We'll run our target to the ground in the end. Good Sir Edgeworth.
First DeKillo, now Carnus. 2 assassins on the loose. Huh? That sound. Mr. Edgeworth, it's Judge Gavell's cell phone. Could it be Sean? How's it going, Miles? Whoever this is using a voice changer. Who is this? It's your friend in the red raincoat, of course. Red raincoat? You're the one who abducted Kay! Bingo! Well figured out, Mr. Genius Prosecutor. I can't hear, Mr. Edgeworth! Sorry. Where's the speakerphone button? I was as surprised as anybody when she lost her memory like that. Talk about a curveball! Hey! I'm standing right here, you know! But never mind all that. I called to talk about something else. Yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made Big Bad Chairman Winner kill Little Miss Rosie Ringer. What? This must be the person the killer was talking about. I also called to say thank you. I neither want nor need your thanks. Sure, but you deserve them anyway. Guess the penny didn't drop yet, huh? You're right. I did abduct Kay, as you put it. But why would I do that, That's right. Because I need you to help make sure that Winner got caught. No. If Kay was a suspect, you'd have to look into it. And if you looked into it, you'd be sure to unmask him eventually. After all, you are a genius, right? Everything worked out exactly like I planned. Oh, but there's something else you should know. Something you didn't figure out yet. It wasn't Winner who kidnapped Judge Gavell's boy. You! How do you know about that? You and the good judge are more similar than you know. I think you might even be becoming friends. After all, she visited you at the detention center, right? Seems pretty pally to me. How could they possibly know about that? She didn't even use her real name when she visited. She pretended to be Detective Gumshoe. Anyway, you want to know how I knew about the kidnapping? That one's nice and simple, at least. Because sweet, innocent little Sean is here with me right now. What? No! Ooh, sounds like that one was a real surprise. If only I could see your faces. Well, Kay, what do you say? Why don't you come steal them back? Just like you said you would. You wouldn't want the amazing Yadagaras's first commission to be a failure, would you? They even know about that? How can they possibly know so much? Oh, don't get the wrong idea about dear old Excelsius, by the way. Papa Winter's still a villain through and through. He wanted to kidnap Sean. I just got there first. So there were 2 kidnapping plots? Ooh, what a bunch of clouds.
His goons kidnapped his own son by mistake?
Is Sean really there with you? Prove it! Put him on the phone!
Oh, he's here, but I'm afraid I can't do that. He's sleeping. So sweet.
Then why should we believe you? You might not be the kidnapper at all.
Look, if you don't want to believe me, that's up to you.
What do you want? What's the end game here? Are you just trying to get Laguerre acquitted?
Nope. I couldn't care less about whether they find her guilty or not.
So whoever it is, they're not after the same thing as Chairman Winner.
My endgame is going it to stay a secret for now. All right. Nice talking to you.
You kids have fun, okay? Don't think for 1 second you'll get away with this!
Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you, at least trying to track me down. That'll be half of the fun! Not that I rate your chance to bring me to justice very highly.
Oh, God!
Fuck, man!
Who was that? I wish I knew, but they didn't give us enough to figure that out. Deliberately, I imagine.
What? So we really have nothing to go on? That's not fair! They sure knew a whole lot about us!
Indeed, they did. You're right. It was uncanny how much they seemed to know. How is it possible they were party to so much that happened in private?
Right? They knew everything about the whole kidnapping situation, too.
We need to figure out how. Where were they when they were getting the information? Let's consider this carefully. What things they knew.
You and the good judge are more similar than you know. I think you might even be becoming close friends. After all, she visited you at the detention center, right? Seems pretty pally to me. You wouldn't want the amazing Yadagarasu's first commission to be a failure, would you? They even know about that? Ooh, sounds like that one was a real surprise. Ah, if only I could see your faces.
That's it. Based on the specifics they mentioned, there's only one possible answer. I've got it, Kay. I know how they knew.
Huh? Really?
Whoever it was, they were... listening in on us. They must have been able to hear us somehow. It's the only possible answer.
What? Like they were eavesdropping on us?
Think about what the kidnapper said.
Ooh, sounds like that one was a real surprise. Ah, if only I could have seen your faces.
If only I could have seen your faces. That means they couldn't. So they weren't filming or following us.
Okay, so what? They hit a bug somewhere? Let me take a look at the stuff in my bag.
Where could they have concealed it? We need to go back what they said again. Yes, they somehow knew about something they shouldn't have. Judge Gavel's impromptu visit and our conversation in the visitor's room. Judge Gavel!
Please, Mr. Edgeworth. Take a seat.
What evidence did I have on my person at that point? The bug must have been hidden here. Oh my god! To think this whole time. This whole time!
Take that!
Okay, can I take a closer look at your badge?
The Yatagarasu pin? No, it's mine!
What?
Seriously, Mr. Edgeworth, sure you're a Great Thief's assistant now, but that doesn't mean you get to wear the pin right away. You have to earn it!
I don't want to wear it. I want to check it for bugs.
Huh? This old thing?
Let's take a look, shall we? Oh, you sneaky snitch, you! You sneaky snitch! Huh? Whoa! Heh, so I was right. Oh, you sneaky snitch, you! How did you know? Whoever it is we're dealing with, they came into close contact with you recently. When they knocked me unconscious, you mean? Precisely. Which made me think the bug must be in one of your possessions. But they also overheard my conversation with Judge Gavelle when she visited me. Something that would have been impossible if I didn't have the bug on my person at the time. I get it. So you thought back over what they let you keep hold of when they locked you up? Yes, all the case evidence I was carrying had been confiscated. Meaning the only thing it could have possibly been was your pen. So they were listening to us this whole time, and they heard everything we said? I suspect so. Everything to do with this case and more. Wait, they're probably listening to what we're saying right now. They may well be, yes. Hey, jerkface! Kay? Eavesdropping coward! Why don't you come out and show yourself? Huh? Huh? What was that sound? Ow, ow, ow! Ouch! Dang it! Huh? Oh, look, it's Tabby. Y'all sure know how to surprise a girl. You gotta shout that loud without a word of warning? Made me jump halfway out of my skin. Sorry. What's got you so ornery anyhow? Get a load of this. Seriously, I'll make your blood boil. It will, huh? I'm all ears. I wonder if we might be better off keeping it to ourselves, Kay. Assuming we don't want to be all over the front page of tomorrow's paper, that is. Oh, thanks. Nearly walked right into that. Ah, come on. Y'all are no fun at all. I was counting on you opening up and spilling the beans all over this here plaza. I better switch off the bug before I forget. So, did y'all find that there kidnapped kitty? Ah, speaking of which, the child you saw being taken away. Was it the boy in this photograph? Huh? Nah, that ain't him. The kid I saw looked dumber mud even if he didn't have oh my... Poor Eustace, man. Poor Eustace. No prize for guessing who she means. So Miss Lloyd managed to confuse matters once again. I think we better take an... sorry about that. I think we better take another look around. Back to square one. Hopefully we'll turn up some new information soon. There are only 20 minutes left until 2. Are we going to make it in time? Wait, Mr. Truth, I just had a thought. It's about that phone call. There was a weird noise in the background, right? There was. Don't think for 1 second you'll get away with this. Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half of the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice particularly high. Wait, she's right. We heard a loud bang right at the end. Could that provide a hint as to the kidnapper's location? Loud bang, you say? I see. Will you stop eavesdropping? Boy, you never get any cuddly, do you, Ruffles? I guess I need to speak with Miss Lloyd, too. Much as I don't want to. You get an investigation, okay. Speak with Tabby. How about that? A little help from little old me and y'all made a giant leap closer to solving the case. Closer? Sure, if by closer mean we wound up going after the completely wrong kidnapped victim. She must have barely looked at the photo at all. Ah, really? And here I thought I'd given y'all a tip of the century. My bad. It's not your fault. It's ours for putting our trust in unreliable sources. We'll just have to learn to not do that again. Hey, that ain't nice!
Even in case 5, Edgeworth is still dropping stingers, bro.
I don't gotta give y'all no tips at all, you know, and I won't. Not if you're gonna be like that. Alright, fine. Maybe just this one. But only because I got a real scoop for y'all this time.
A real scoop, This should be good. Fine. I'm not expecting much, but you got my attention. What is this scoop of yours?
Proof, that's what. Proof that Taurosaurus really is real.
Alright, Kate, we're leaving.
Wait! I ain't lying, I swear! Sure, it's hard to believe, but it's true.
We don't have time for this. But we also don't have much else to go on, I suppose. Proof? What kind of proof? Did you capture something on your tape recorder, perhaps?
Who? You're good, Raffles. Sharper on a gosh dang tack. I captured the sound of that big old beastie breathing fire is what I captured.
I was hoping for something a little better than that.
Hey, don't make that face, dang it. I ain't lying. Listen for yourself and tell me it ain't true. Alright, ready? It's fire breathing time, dag nabbit. Rargh! There, well?
Kinda hard to tell over the shouting, but it could have been something breathing fire, maybe? And tell me, Miss Lloyd, did you see this fire breathing something with your own eyes?
Well, not exactly with my eyes as such. Being as I wasn't precisely close by when it happened, ahem.
Surely the real Taurosaurus would be pretty hard to miss no matter how far away you were standing.
Well, see, I was far away, but also recording via what you might call non-standard means. I was far away, but...
Would you mind explaining what you mean by that?
Nah, I really dug myself a hole here, huh? See, I might have rigged me up a little wireless interception, hoping to do a little scoop detecting. That's so sad. Poor insect.
Not an insect, Kay, an intercept. She was listening out for radio signals. It would have allowed her to listen in on any nearby transmissions.
Me and the chief been down here at the big building sniffing around these last couple of days.
Looking at Miss Hart's tip about an underground auction, I assume. Which would mean that you've been listening in on all the radio signals in the area, too.
Why, I sure have, which is how I wound up hearing the most thunderous ear-splitting noise you ever did hear. The pounding of feet, the electricity in the air, that was it, Taurosaurus at last.
You made up everything except the roaring sound, didn't you? The long and short of it is that you didn't actually see anything, correct?
Hey, I don't need to see things. I'm a writer, you hear? Anyhow, I kept listening till down the line comes your pal there's voice hollering fit to bear the band. Eavesdropping coward, why don't you come on and show yourself?
Huh? What was that sound? Heh, our apologies for that. I'm sure Kay didn't mean to bowl you over with our little outburst. I assume it was as shocking as it was because you didn't hear it directly. It came through your headphones while you were listening to the signal from the bug, didn't it?
What? Are you saying she planted it? Hey, come on now. I ain't to no bugging. I just... a little lighthearted intercepting is all.
Would you mind if we borrowed the tape of what you recorded, Miss Lloyd?
Do what you dang well, please.
Well, thanks. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth! Oh,
Mr. Edgeworth!
Miss Saint. But Mr. Saint, Miss Berry.
How's the search going? Did you find him?
Not yet. Poor Sean.
Sean?
Nothing. Just a slip of the tongue.
I guess they still don't know about the kidnapping. We did manage to find Eustace, though.
You did? Oh, that's great. Thanks so much. Now maybe they won't arrest me again.
Okay.
Gumshoe!
Hang on.
Ugh.
Stop, Gummy! Why are you running away from us? Detective Gumshoe.
When you gave up your badge, sir, I didn't know what to do with myself.
You stay right where you are, Detective.
So I thought, if you weren't gonna be a prosecutor anymore, then maybe I shouldn't be a detective either. But I was wrong. If you're not around, I'll always be a detective. My job will always be to investigate crimes. And us detectives don't just investigate when prosecutors ask us to. We have to be able to look into stuff ourselves as well.
Isn't that what you were doing just now? And back then, too. You should thank your former subordinate for what I'm about to share. In his desperation to help Kay Faraday, he gave me a valuable piece of information. Detective Gumshoe did that? So Rosie Ringer's autopsy report.
When I went down to the detention center to see how Kay was doing,
When you get to my level, you don't uncover the truth. You make it, little by little. Kay Faraday, murderer. That's the truth. The truth I created. Yes, my boy. That's what I like to see.
You ever heard that?
Yeah, so I went back and looked over the evidence. Dug out a little something I thought might help.
No way, Gummy! You're the best! I'd be in prison right now if it wasn't for you.
My pleasure, kid. Good to see you got your memory back, by the way.
Thanks.
So anyway, like I said, I'm investigating stuff for myself these days, and that's that.
Wait, Gummy! Don't run off again! We get it! You can look into stuff for yourself now. That's great! And it helped me right when I needed it most. But right now, we need you to work with us. I'm no longer a prosecutor, or indeed in anything, but we're investigating a case regardless. And I ask you this not as a prosecutor, but as a friend. Detective Gumshoe, will you help us?
Oh, stop it, sir. You're killing me here.
Come on, Gummy!
All right. I'll do it. Just stop bowing and be nice to me, okay? It's really weird.
Gummy! Thank you, Detective.
So, what do you need?
Can you tell us what you've discovered in the course of your investigations, Detective?
Yes, sir. Sure can. All right. So I got 3 big things to tell you. Here goes. Number 1, I've got some results for you from when forensics looked at Kay's clothes. They found trace what looked like to be a powerful sedative. Brand was, 3 Z's.
I guess that's what she was drugged with at Gourd Lake. Before she was taken to the roof of the big building.
It sure seems that way. Now for number 2. I got hold of all the footage from that security camera in front of the big building elevator.
The camera that captured President Wang and Judge Gavelle that night. The elevator is usually the only way of getting onto the roof, correct? And therefore anyone using it should have been caught on camera.
That's right. So the winding tape back to 2 nights ago. We should have been able to see Kay being carried up there while she was out cold.
And did you spot me, Gummy?
I watched it all and fast forward, everything from 2 days ago till the end.
Yes, and?
Nothing. No sign of Kay anywhere.
I thought it was too good to be true. So how did the kidnapper get her up there? I think we'll need to look into that a little... I think we'll need to look into that in a little more detail. And the last item on your list?
Yes, sir! This is the big one! The third thing I have to tell you is... It's great to be working with you again! All of you catches perfect's the last thing I do! And that about wraps it up!
Heh. I put you through a lot, Detective. Doesn't mean I can start going easy on you. That's the big one, as you put it. It doesn't even have anything to do with the case. I would have preferred something out of practical use.
Ugh, no mercy, huh? Guess I shouldn't have expected any less. Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth.
A boy has been kidnapped. We need your help to find him.
Kidnapped?
Yes, his name is Sean Fenn.
Oh, wait, the kid with the horns?
You know him?
I saw him earlier today.
You mean this morning?
Yeah, he got off that bus over there, and then he walked up towards the garbage disposal area.
Where's that?
Just over there. It's where all the office in the big building put their trash before it gets taken away. Where you went after that, I couldn't tell you. I had to leave right around then.
I think we better take a closer look at this garbage disposal area. Alright, after talking with Gumshoe, then we speak with Mr. Saint.
You're amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. How did you find Prosecutor Winter?
With some serious investigative magic, that's how! It was pure luck, actually, but never mind that.
You didn't even need our help, huh?
That's not true! Thanks so much for joining in on the search! Where did you look, by the way?
Oh, this place a little way called Sunshine Coliseum. Do you know it?
Sunshine Coliseum? That's over by the harbor.
That's where a whole bunch of people are there for a big event. We thought it might be worth a look.
You mean like a festival? Ooh, that sounds like fun! Wish I could have gone and checked it out.
Oh yeah, it was super fun. There were food stands and fireworks.
Simeon didn't like the crowds much, but...
Hey, you don't have to tell him that.
Alright, it's decided. When this case is finally over, we're going to the festival together.
It's kind of lucky you found Prosecutor Winter so quickly.
Lucky? In what way?
We have to go practice soon for the show. We wouldn't have been able to help for much longer anyway.
I see. I'm sorry to have kept you from your duties at the circus.
Oh no, it's nothing to worry about, really. We're glad to help. I'll do anything if it helps make sure they don't arrest me again. You really helped me out by finding him. I'm so relieved.
Of course, just because they found him, that doesn't mean they'll find Warden Laguerre guilty.
What? You mean they might still throw me back in jail? No! I can't go back, I can't!
Come on, Kay, do we really have to torment the poor boy? Okay, now we can move to the next area. So Sean walked off in this direction, huh? It would seem so, yes. Perhaps we'll find some clues here as to his current whereabouts. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention.
Gee, I wonder what that is right there. Hang on. Examine discarded milk carton.
This milk carton. That's the same brand. That's the same brand Sean drinks. Something happened to him here. I'm almost certain of it.
Then we examine the fence.
It's totally empty. Yes, because the garbage was just collected. You think? Or did somebody steal it all? I smell crime here, Mr. Edgeworth. I certainly smell something as well. But is it really the scent of a crime?
Lock.
So they keep it locked up tight, huh? I guess they don't want non-residents disposing of their trash here.
We examine the sign.
The trash is collected at 11 a.m. I guess that's why the enclosure is empty.
There was a ton of stuff here earlier. Big stuff, too.
Today must be the day they take Today must be the day they take the big stuff away.
Yeah, sure look that way.
I'll bet the big squisher machine squished it all up good anyhow. They don't do that with the larger items. They just take them away as they are.
They do, huh? How do you even know that, sir?
Wait, Mr. Fender's pretty keen for you to join him, right? I'll bet he's sending some kind of pamphlet how to throw your stuff away for when you move office. You're spookily insightful sometimes, Kay. But only sometimes. Based on what we've seen and what Detective Gumshoe told us, I think there's a strong possibility that Sean was abducted from the garbage disposal area. Yeah, it's kind of out of the way of prying eyes, huh? But why would Sean even come here in the first place? I imagine he must have had something to dispose of. But the truck's already come and gone. Guess we'll never know what that something was now. Okay. I think that's everything here. Wait. Logic vehicle activity, garbage disposal area. Only 2 vehicles came through here this morning. The taxi and a blue truck. And Eustace was taken away in the taxi. Right, so while it seems that Sean was likely abducted from the garbage disposal area, and if the garbage was collected at 11 a.m.
Oh, I get it! Now we know what kind of truck it was!
Indeed, it must have been the garbage truck. But the police officer who told us about it didn't describe it as such. He only mentioned the fact that it was blue. So some cop he was. How did he not even notice it was one of those cool trash squishing machines? Because it wasn't. Today isn't a regular garbage day. It's a day where they collect larger items. For which they wouldn't use a specialized garbage truck, just a regular truck like any other. But it was a garbage truck nonetheless. And where did the garbage trucks go?
To the dump, right?
Wait a second. So you're saying the kidnapper disguised himself as a trash collector? But then the truck would probably have been fake too, right? So maybe it didn't go to the dump. No, I'm reasonably sure the garbage truck was real. Yeah? How do you figure that? Another look at the garbage disposal area should tell us. What tells us the garbage truck must have been real? Well, the lock, because it's not broken. Take that! The garbage disposal area is kept locked. Oh yeah, so only a real garbage collector and a real garbage truck could have opened it. Precisely. The garbage truck can't have been a fake. Perhaps whoever abducted Sean put him in a large cardboard box. They pretended... I need to slow down, dude. Hang on 1 second. Okay, stop playing it. Okay, there we go. Perhaps whoever abducted Sean put him in a large cardboard box that they prepared for the job. Now, mix that amongst all the other oversized items, and the garbage collector would have taken it away, no questions asked. Exactly, allowing the kidnapper to await the truck's arrival at the garbage processing facility. They could then claim to have thrown the box away by mistake and collect it without incident. Alright, so where do they take the garbage after it leaves here? Let's see. Looks like we have 2 possibilities. Which of the garbage processing facilities was Sean taken to? Have we found anything that might serve as a clue? Okay. More logic time, I believe. Mr. Saint, you mentioned fireworks before.
Huh? Fireworks?
Yes, at the event at the Coliseum, where they were setting them off during the daylight hours.
Oh yeah, a bunch went off while we were there.
What are you thinking, Mr. Edgeworth?
The loud bang we heard. What if that was a firework? Huh? Don't think for 1 second you'll get away with this. Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half of the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice particularly high. For the bang to be clearly audible over the telephone, it must have been pretty loud. Which means fireworks, which means the Coliseum. So the kidnapper was near there, right? But how near? If the fireworks were that loud, you could probably hear them from pretty far away. Yes, the area we need to search would be too broad, even considering doing it ourselves. But if the police were to lend a hand... So based on the loud bang we heard on the phone call, we know the kidnapper was somewhere in the vicinity of the Sunshine Coliseum. And one of the garbage facilities is right there too! I think it's likely that's where Sean was taken. Which means the kidnapper must be holding him somewhere near there. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir! Could I ask you and your men to search the area around the garbage facility? It's not like you'd ask, sir. Feels a little flawed, if I'm being totally honest. Why don't you give me a good old-fashioned order, huh? Like you used to. You don't mind? Even though I'm not a prosecutor anymore? I thought I told you already. A detective investigates for himself, not just for prosecutors. Thank you. Thanks, Gumshoe. Alright, let me get some water. 1 second.
Okay, I am back. Let's see what time it is real quickly. 4:23. Okay. Audio check. We good? Audio check. Okay, good.
Mr. Edgeworth, we're almost out of time. You're right. We need to hurry. I doubt Judge Gavelle and the others can hold out much longer. I'm counting on you, Detective Gumshoe.
I won't let you down, sir. It won't be an official search, but I'll put my best guys on it. You can count on that.
I'm counting on you too, Gummy. I promised I'd snatch Sean from the jaws of danger, and that's just what I'm gonna do. I'll head back to the courthouse then. Who knows? I might be able to drag out the proceedings just a little longer. All right, with me, everybody. Even the depths of night. Gah. It's already striking too. There isn't a moment to lose.
Yes, sir.
But I didn't finish. When no other bird dares to take flight. April 6th, 2:16 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 3. Well, well, if it isn't our old friend, ex-prosecutor Edgeworth. Hello, dear boy. Excelsius winner. The accused will turn and face the prosecution. I'm not done with you yet. I already told you, Francisca. It doesn't make sense. Why would I help her? I feel for her, of course. A woman in her prime sent to prison. It's enough to make a grown man cry. But to suppress evidence in order to keep her out of a jail cell? No, that's preposterous.
Objection!
But we have a statement from your own son. He says he entrusted the evidence to your care. I'm afraid I don't know what he's talking about. Or why he'd say such a thing. I don't know what's gone into him lately.
Objection!
What if I could prove that you and Warden Lagarde are much more closely associated than you claim? I'm sorry. Prove? I think we've been over this, dear boy. You're an ex-prosecutor, remember? Are you even allowed in this part of the courtroom anymore? Miles Edgeworth, I'm the one prosecuting this case. What are you thinking barging in like this? I'm sorry, Francisca, but it's important. May I speak on behalf of the prosecution just briefly? What are you doing? Judge Gavelle, I come before the court with important new evidence. I ask that you allow me to present it. Oh, have you lost your mind, dear boy? There's no way this can be allowed.
Objection!
Well, the defense hopes you'll let him, G. Just saying. What's thinking over the prosecution side there, Fandango? Fine. The prosecution has no objections.
Objection!
Your objections are neither here nor there. This isn't a democracy. It's a courtroom. And this is flagrant contempt. Isn't that right, Verity? No! As long as Sean's still missing, she'll feel she has no choice but to go along with whatever Winner wants. If only there was some way of telling her he might be found at any moment. Judge Gavelle, I would ask only this, that you trust in me and my assistant, just this once. Speaking of which, where is Kay Faraday? She's currently searching for the most important piece of evidence of all.
Objection!
Nonsense! There's no more evidence to be found! You're just stalling for time!
Objection!
The most important piece of evidence of all, eh? Hey, G.
I don't know what this evidence is, but maybe we should trust in Miles' little pal. What do you say? I mean, I say little pal, but she's way more than that. She's the one and only great thief Yatagarasu. It seems Fender has sensed what I'm getting at least. Judge Gavel, the evidence I'm talking about, we're almost certain we know where it is. Kay is only moments away from snatching it from the jaws of danger. Very well. This is highly irregular, but I will allow it. You have my thanks.
Have you all gone completely mad?
You said you had important new evidence. Evidence of what exactly? Just what I said. That Warden Lagarde and Chairman Winner are far better acquainted than he claims. Allow me to present it to you. What proves the link between Excelsius Winner and Fifi Lagarde? Oh, here we go. You're getting it now. You are getting it now, you son of a bitch! This document is a report regarding the interrogation of a certain someone. Oh yeah? And who might that be? The late Mr. Bronco Knight. And the interrogation was to be carried out by none other than Warden Lagarde. Wait, is that the interrogation where... Yes, where Knight was killed. This document shows that Warden Lagarde was planning the interrogation in which Mr. Knight was murdered. This is indeed important evidence.
Objection!
Miles Edgeworth, you referred to the document in question as a report. Would you care to elaborate to whom this report was addressed? A very good question, Miss Von Karma. And the answer is the most important new revelation of all. We recovered this document from a safe in the storeroom of the 51st floor of the big building. That's the storeroom where the lots for the underground auction were kept. It is. An auction, if you recall, that was presided over by one Excelsius Winner. And that is to whom the report in question was addressed. Do you still mean to insist that you and Warden Lagarde barely knew one another?
I'll refrain from commenting on that matter for the moment, if you don't mind.
What?
I don't believe it's conclusively proven that I was the auctioneer yet, has it?
Heh, have you forgotten the events of this morning already? I think I proved that fact more than adequately.
I'll admit defeat in that particular arena, yes. But that was not the courtroom. Can you prove the same thing here, my boy? That I was the ringleader, as you called it? If you can't, then, well, you certainly can't prove the report was addressed to me.
You won't wriggle your way out of this one.
So unfair. Tell him, Verity, please. I'm not being slippery at all. I'm being entirely reasonable, wouldn't you say? Unlike you, when you permitted Mr. Edgeworth to this bizarre interlude, that was most unlike you. It's saddening, truly it is, to see you failing in your sacred duty to the law. Almost sad enough to make me want to take drastic measures.
You're right, of course. Until a fact has been adequately proven in the courtroom, it cannot be truly considered a fact. I'm afraid I have no choice but to ask that Mr. Edgeworth's theory be struck from the record. Ugh, it's no good. She has to know for certain that Sean is safe.
I'm sorry, my boy, but what counts as truth out in the field and the courtroom are two different things.
And you're more than willing to bend the truth in the courtroom. Is that what you're saying?
Ooh, you're a scurrilous soul. I'll do no such thing. I'll simply accept the court's verdict as the truth. Should it choose to acquit me, as should you.
If we can't find that missing evidence, we're in trouble here.
Well, Verity, I think we've heard all we need to, don't you? There's no way that evidence is turning up. Ever. A quick not guilty, and we can all go home.
Objection!
In our time of need! In our time of need! Who said that? In our time of need.
Dad! Eustace. What are you doing here?
Mr. Winter, what is the meaning of this? And where have you been? You can't just abandon your duties like that.
I'm sorry,
You are unfit to be a prosecutor. You're a complete and utter disgrace.
Why, Eustace? Why can't you not get into your head? This is no place for an incompetent fool like you! Dad, I
brought some vital evidence!
So, can I please, take my place at the prosecutor's bench? Pretty please?
Well, well, Eustace. This is certainly a surprise.
Objection!
Oh, Eustace, my boy, what's gone into you? There's something different about you. What's going on? Dad, Come on, my boy, spit it out! What is it? Do you want Daddy to play catch with you? That's it, isn't it? All right. Why don't you run along home and I'll be with you soon. Get back on the stand right now! What's gotten into you, child? You're shaking like a leaf.
Objection!
Judge Gavel, the prosecutor in charge has arrived along with important new evidence. This trial is far from over. Surely you can't call an end to proceedings just yet. No objections from team defense. Only wish we could have our original team captain say that herself, though. The prosecution has no objections either.
You think this farce is gonna continue? There's no chance of that. None at all. Isn't that right, Verity?
He still thinks he was successful in his... He still thinks he was successful in his bid to kidnap Sean, but we know different. Sadly, as long as the boy remains missing, nothing changes. Judge Gavel's hand is still tied. That sound. That's her cell phone. Huh? Mine is also ringing. Whoa, I'm getting a call too. Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Fender! We found Sean! We found him! Detective, you did it? The most important piece of evidence of all, huh? That's some stellar work, you great thieves. Thanks. We just thought you should know right away. We'll see you all soon. Judge Gavel, it's for you. Hello? Yes, I understand. I'm so glad you're safe. Be sure to thank everybody properly. You'll do that for me, won't you? Alright, be careful. I'll see you back at home. The proceedings will continue. I feel a certain freedom returning to my hammer arm.
No! How? Is this some idiotic joke?
It's no such thing. The witnesses will return to the stand, and Mr. Winter will step up to the prosecutor's bench.
Yes, ma'am.
Eustace Winter.
Yeah?
I'll leave matters in your hands.
Huh?
Facing down your own father, this won't be easy. I'll be looking on with interest. Don't disappoint me. Very well. Is the prosecution ready to proceed?
Quick audio check.
Very well. Mr. Winner, you mentioned some evidence that you wish to present to the court.
Yeah, so, the knife and the chisel.
Whoa, you tracked down the missing murder majigs?
Well, Mr. Winner, did you?
About that, No, I couldn't find them. I searched everywhere, but I was too late.
Too late? How so?
I remembered something. I saw Dad in the garage this morning. He was carrying something wrapped in newspaper. Where are you going, Dad?
Oh, Eustace. I was, just on my way to throw out some trash.
And then I heard this tinkling sound.
Tinkling, huh? Let me guess.
The bell for Mr. Conness's chisel.
You mean to tell the court that you believe the witness disposed of the evidence?
I tried. I tried my best, but I was too late. I'm sorry.
You said you looked everywhere. Everywhere where?
Literally everywhere. I even went to the dump. I got down on my hands and knees and dug through the garbage. I figured that stuff had to be in there somewhere.
Wait, that's Eustace?
Huh?
Hey, what are you doing here?
Ah!
Rude. He totally ignored me. So that's what he was doing. And even went so far as to search the dump itself.
But all I found was this.
And this is a little pungent for one thing. Yeah, and you're a little on the right side of yourself, kiddo. I can smell you from here.
Well, what do you expect?
And the knife?
It's probably somewhere among all that trash. But there was too much to go through on my own.
Very well. The court will accept the item you presented into evidence.
Oh, you really have outdone yourself, Eustace. You never fail to disappoint, dear boy. You dug through the rotten garbage with your bare hands, and that's all you have to show for it. Ha! Ah, you drive me to tears. Really, you do.
Might be a little soon to turn up the waterworks just yet, Dad. Let's take a closer look first.
If you wish to waste your time, be my guest.
Hey, Eustace Miles, do this devastatingly handsome old defense attorney a favor, will you? Hit this guy full in the face with the truth. It seems Fender's on board. Good. Then let's see if we can't find an opening. Mr. Winner, could you show me the piece of evidence you found?
Sure.
Let's open it up, shall we? We can only hope there's something of value inside. Could this be the bell that was on Mr. Conness's chisel? Perhaps there's some trace evidence that can prove one way or the other.
It's no good. Look at it. It's spotless.
Well, Mr. Winner?
Do tell. Was there anything interesting inside your little scrap of paper? Of course there wasn't. Why would there be? Why was it even accepted into evidence? It's literally a piece of trash. Sorry, gentlemen, but the truth hurts.
Were Eustace's efforts for nothing? It's true the bell may not be of much use to us as evidence. Nonetheless...
Come on, Edgeworth! We can't give up yet!
As calm and collected as ever, I see, Miles. Unlike my poor idiot son there.
Are we to assume the prosecution has nothing more to say on the matter? Very well.
Objection!
Not so fast, Cavell! We're not done yet! There's one thing we still haven't looked at properly!
Really, my boy? You want us to believe there's more? Desperation is never a good look, you know.
It seems Eustace isn't quite ready to give up just yet. And for once, I think we're both thinking the same thing. Namely, that we might not necessarily be dealing with a useless piece of trash after all. We can't know for certain without looking more closely, but if I'm right, we're talking about
The newspaper itself.
I'm talking about the piece of newspaper the bell was wrapped in! Seems we really were thinking the same thing.
Ah, it's beautiful. Really it is. Tear-jerkingly so. Some might call it heroic optimism. Some might call it clutching at straws. But whatever one calls it to put it all one's faith in a worthless piece of garbage, that takes belief.
Heh. Let's take a closer look and see if it's as worthless as you say, shall we? Eustace, if you be so kind. Aha! Are these finger marks? And look, it's covered in some sort of oil. Judge Gavell, I'd like to have this examined for fingerprints. Could I request that you call on somebody from forensics? Very well. Summon a technician right away.
I have results, Your Honor. I've confirmed these are finger marks. Unfortunately, looks like they were made by somebody wearing a glove.
No!
Oh dear. Well, that doesn't give you very much in the way of evidence, does it? But I suppose it makes sense if you think about it. After all, this was important evidence. And what kind of idiot would handle something without gloves on? Oh, that's right. The kind that would flail about desperately like you, my boy.
Wow, way to talk your kids, Super Dad.
I'm merely calling a spade, or in this case, an idiot an idiot. Real winners know when to keep their emotions out of things. And take no pity on the weak and the foolish, including their own ineffective offspring.
Fuck you, dude!
Ow! What the fuck? Dad!
You spent the last who knows long proclaiming yourself to be a prize-winning prosecutor. But thanks to my little pep talk this morning, you finally know exactly how those prizes were won. It was all thanks to me. Thanks to the power I wield. You've never stood on your own 2 feet. You've always been coddled. First by me, then by Verity.
Dad!
Oh, try your garbage-smelling tears.
Garbage-smelling?
Not that it's a sense that doesn't suit you. Even if it does make me turn up my nose in disgust.
Objection!
No! You're wrong!
I am, my boy. Wrong about what?
I'm not the one that smells! You do!
What did you say?
Yeah, you smell, and you don't even realize it! You couldn't hide it even if you wanted to! Edgeworth, take a sniff right there where the finger marks are! You want me to smell it? Is that oil? Yup, and I know where it came from! Wait, I know it from somewhere too! It smells of engine oil in here. I guess when you're senior, must be some of a motorhead. The odor tells us something! Something important! It tells us exactly who threw this piece of evidence away! But I guess my dad's right. I guess I'll never be a real winner. I'll never be able to keep my emotions out of things. And I'll never be able to stand up to him, no matter what he's done. Eustace,
Be strong, Eustace. Remember what you told me. You said you were going to be different from your father. A different kind of prosecutor. And you are a prosecutor. We both are. That's why we're standing right here. A prosecutor's highest responsibility is to the truth. To see what comes to light no matter what. We expose crimes and we see that their perpetrators are punished, no matter who they may be. So if you truly mean to continue as a prosecutor, you know what you have to do. I made you a promise. I said that if you could summon the courage to find your feet again, I'd help you. This isn't something you should have to do alone. I'm here. I'm right there beside you. Thanks, Edgeworth. You're right! Those finger marks tie my dad to this crime. We just need to show everybody how.
Let's do it, man! Let's do it!
The smell you pointed out to me, Eustace. It's the smell of engine oil, isn't it? Motorcycle oil, even.
Yup, and we both smelled it before in the same place.
Yes, in Chairman Winner's garage. What's more, these finger marks feature some distinctive patterns, don't they? The outlines of the letters D, E, T, and H. The same letters that appear on the fingers of these gloves.
Objection.
Oh, gloves that can be bought in any store. How does that prove anything, dear boy?
Objection.
How indeed.
That's not the only thing that connects your gloves to the piece of newspaper we found.
Let's look again at the scrap of paper the bell was wrapped in. And compare the gloves we found in Shannon Winner's garage. There's a feature that undeniably connects the two. That's right, they both have half of the A rubbed off. Look at the letter A on the finger. Half of it is missing, exactly as it is in the print on the newspaper. What?! I would also like to draw the court's attention to the dirt the gloves are covered in. I think it might be worth having its composition compared to that of the dirt on the newspaper. A match would make for an even stronger evidence that the print was made by Chairman Winner's gloves. Officer, have the dirt on these two pieces of evidence compared right away.
Ugh! Curse you, Edgeworth! And you, Eustace! Who do you think you are? You're nothing but mere prosecutors!
Sorry, Dad. I think it's time you admitted defeat. You suppressed vital evidence and just proved that in a court of law. And you did it to try and protect the defendant.
What? Do you think you're gonna be able... Do you think you're going to be able to make that stick? You think they'll send me to prison? Me? You think you'll be the one to finally take me down? You're a fool! A child! A fool!
Objection.
Just giving up, Dad. Admit what you did.
Objection.
You think you'll stand a chance without me around? You won't last 5 minutes!
You know what? I think I might be okay. All I ever wanted was to become a prosecutor, to make you proud. But after your men kidnapped me, and I was lying there in the dark all on my own, I got to thinking. Thinking how powerless I was in the middle of all of that. Thinking how powerless I was in all this. Because of you. I almost gave up. I almost lost sight of the truth, but then... Edgeworth appeared out of nowhere and showed me a path forward. I don't need your approval anymore, and I don't need you. After all, I found the evidence on my own, didn't I?
My men? They kidnapped you? What are you talking about?
Objection.
I guess the courtroom is as good as place as any to tell you the truth, Dad.
Be careful what you say to me, boy. You may live to regret it. You're a fool, Eustace! You always will be!
I know you've hated me for as long as I can remember.
But I want you to know that despite it all, I've always looked up to you as my dad. Thanks for everything, Excelsius. And goodbye. You! When did you need me? Eustace!
And there we go. He's come full circle. Look at him, dude. Look at how far he's come.
The court hereby accepts the vital evidence in this case that was suppressed by Chairman Winner. That crime will be tried and appropriate punishment decided at a future date. But for now, we must turn to the matter of the knife and the chisel, which still have not been found. However, I believe a full search of the garbage facility may well remedy that.
What? You're going to dig through all that trash for the knife, darling? But then...
Heh, don't worry, Warden Lagarde. I'm sure your punishment won't be too unpleasant.
Oh, you devil! Punished? Moi? Impossible! Excelsius, you blithering buffoon! What did you do? What did you do? All your swaggering bluster about how they'd never declare me guilty! Now this! You were the one I went to after they arrested me! Because you made me believe I could trust you! And not only did you kidnap a child and try to help me, it didn't even work! You idiot! You feckless, useless idiot of a man!
An unsightly outburst, to say the least. But an informative one, too. Wouldn't you agree, Eustace? Yeah, she really let some juicy info slip there, right? She did, right? Yes, she did. We really need to work on your confidence. Very well, then it seems we may be able to bring these proceedings to an end at last.
Lang? What?
Huh? Who's that?
Lang? What are you doing here?
Sorry, Judge Cavell. Your happy ending's gonna have to wait a little bit. Lang Z says the end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter.
Who are you?
Just a lowly lone wolf investigator by the name of Shilong Lang.
And you have some sort of objection to these proceedings, I take it?
Ha! Not really. Your suspect over there is guilty for sure. Guiltier than you know.
Lang? Like the Lang from 12 years ago?
Yup. Good to see that you're finally about to pay for your crimes. Even if it did take a while for you to get what was coming to you.
Agent Lang, explain yourself.
Are you familiar with the SS5 incident? I certainly am. It happened 12 years back.
Wait, 12 years?
Look, a lot happened, okay? This is all 12 years ago or more. My father and the president being friends, a family being the ones who kept him safe. He just changed one day. It was like he became a different person. Now, he doesn't even trust the police one bit.
I wonder if that happened 12 years ago. Could this all be connected to Agent Lang's father and his relationship with the president somehow?
Fifi Lagarde and Excelsius Winner. In the flesh. I've waited a long time for this day. After all, you're the ones who threw my family name into the dirt.
Are we to assume that you have some personal connection to the incident in question?
I do, but I'm not here to talk about the past. Not yet, anyhow. Right now, I'm here for you, Cavell.
Me?
You're one other person.
Sean!
You're both under arrest. On suspicion of having conspired to murder Dai Jun Wang, president of Zhang Fa!
Where's your evidence, Agent Lang?
On good time, Mr. Prosecutor. We haven't even started our investigation yet. I want my suspects on the scene with me while I look over everything again.
What have you uncovered, Agent Lang? I need to know.
If you got a problem, you're more than welcome to tag along.
Oh, believe me, I will. The end of the trial was not necessarily the end of the matter. We certainly haven't come anywhere close to solving the mystery of the president's murder, or uncovering the truth behind these so-called monster sightings.
Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you at least to try and track me down. That'll be half of the fun! Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice particularly high.
Or figuring out who that was on the phone. Yes, I'd say the matter is far from over yet. Well, that's gonna do it for this stream, I'm afraid. But next time, oh boy, next time. I am very tempted to say next time might be true endgame, but we will see. So next is gonna be, see ya, you stay cool, buddy boy. Alright, bye-bye!